it's Jess from the Monroe Street Art Center, and I have another project for your gratitude art kit. I'm going to show you guys how to make these thankful hands. We're going to use Zentangles to fill in the inside of our handprints, and then I want you guys to brainstorm things that you're thankful for or things that you're grateful for. So this one example says, I am grateful for the sunshine, which I am. So to start this project, you guys are going to need a few things from your kit. In the bottom of your kit, you're either going to have like a cream colored or a white colored piece of cardstock. That's what we're going to use. You can see I kind of already got started. This is what we're going to use to trace our hands and do our Zentangles on. We are going to cut them out, and then we're going to glue them onto another piece of paper. So pick out another piece of paper from your kit. I think I'm going to do my green today. And I already cut some off because I use it for another project. So that's why for the other projects, I only wanted to cut off a little bit and then save a good chunk so that I have something to glue my hands to. So I'm going to use my green. I think I'm also going to use my pink today, and then you're going to need your permanent marker from your art kit. Also might want a pencil in case you want to do this in pencil first and then outline it in permanent marker afterwards. It's never a bad idea. Always easier to erase if you start with pencil. Okay, so permanent marker, pencil. And then you also have a sheet inside of your kit that has a whole bunch of Zentangle examples. Zentangles are like patterns, right? Different kinds of patterns, different kinds of designs. There's essentially no right or wrong way to make a Zentangle. They should be almost like relaxing, right? You shouldn't even have to think about them. Just kind of working on patterns, right? So these are just ideas. You guys can come up with your own. Or if you've done Zentangles before, you probably already have some really good ideas. So this is just to get you inspired, or if you wanted to, you can try to do some of the ones that are on here. So I'm gonna keep this on hand while I'm doing this project, okay? First part of this project is to trace your hands. So as you can see, I have already done this. Basically what you're gonna do is lay one hand down, hold it nice and steady, and then very carefully, right, go nice and slow, outline your hand, go ahead and switch, outline your other hand, right, go nice and slow, take your time, and then you're gonna have two outlines, sure. I have already gone in and done some Zentangles in this hand. I want to talk about my process for doing these a little bit. If you're not sure sort of where to start or how to do the Zentangles, a couple different options. You could start with the fingers. For example, maybe I want every finger to be a different design, right? So in that case, I would take my permanent marker, draw a line across that's going to cut off the pinky from the rest of the hand, and then I know that the design in this shape is going to be different than the design next to that shape, right? So maybe I'll do the same thing with the next finger, but then maybe I'll loop the next two fingers together, okay? So I'm just like making sections out of my handprint basically right now. I don't know, we'll do a couple more here. Maybe like that, right? So I just broke it up into a couple different sections. Now I can think about my patterns. I want you to think about negative space in this project. So not only does it look really cool when you just draw lines with your black permanent marker, but if you fill in some of those spaces with black, kind of like I did on this design here, I sort of sketched out my design first and then decided I wanted the background of that space to be black. So it makes for a really good contrast. It's just something to think about when you're coming up with designs and patterns. So I'm gonna go ahead and do some designs on this one, and I will hold it up so that you guys can see it in a second. But you can start with something simple. It doesn't have to be complex. No matter what you do, Zentangles always turn out really cool, right? So for example, if I drew a zigzag pattern like this, a way to make it maybe a little more interesting is to color in one side of it really dark. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill in one half of those triangles totally black. So I'm going to spend some time filling in my designs. You guys can go ahead, spend some time filling in your designs. Go nice and slow, have fun with this. And then once we're done with both hands, I'm going to show you guys the steps for the next part of this project. guys, so I finished my Zentangles on both hands. As you can see, got them totally filled in. So I'm ready to go ahead and cut them out, and then we're going to glue them onto our background. There we go. There's one. High five. Got the second one. Now I need to figure out what I am thankful for. So I think I've already decided actually. I'm going to use my bright pink piece of paper and I'm going to be thankful for my family. I am thankful for my family. So that's exactly what I'm going to write on here. You can make fancy letters if you want to, make bubble letters if you want to, right? I'm going to write my family. I'm just doing all capitals. My family. Okay, now before I glue it down, I actually think I want to add a little bit of design, kind of like my original one. Do you see how I have like orange and red coming out from behind the sunshine? I think that's what I'm going to add a little bit of to this background. Let's do, I think I'm going to do pink, red, and orange. And I'm just going to start in the center and kind of, I'm actually going to do all three of them at once. I'm going to start in the center and have it go out, 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 all the way around, kind of like a firework. And I'll hold it up in a second, right? Okay. Do it again. Cool, right? Looks pretty awesome. Notice how I was turning my page around while I just kept this one hand super steady going around. Okay, now I'm ready to glue on my heart right like this so it looks like my lines are radiating out from the heart. Okay, be generous with the glue. We don't want this falling off. Voila. Okay, now I can glue my two hands on either side. Right, I've got them ready to go. Think about where I want to stick them, maybe one on this side, one on the other side. Glue on the back both, of course. Again, we don't want them to fall off. So if you wanted to, you could spend a little time going back in and adding any final details you want. Like maybe I want to draw a big black outline on my heart so that it sticks out a little bit more. Could draw more black lines going around it like that. Okay. All right, you guys, have fun with this project, and I can't wait to see what you guys come up with.